Dear concerned commenter, I don't believe you're really concerned. I think that you're leaving passive aggressive comments, and you're doing it even though you know I'm not a threat, and you're certain that I'm not a threat. You're absolutely comfortable with me in every fucking way. You're not threatened at all, and that you are feigning concern. You know, that's what I believe. I don't think that any of you really are afraid of me. I think that you're pretending to because of the fact that you just don't want to. You just want to be a dick. Really, that's what's going on. I think you just want to be a dick, and that you're not really afraid of me at all. You know, you just want to be an asshole to me and leave comments that insinuate that you're afraid of me doing something terrible to somebody. So, without further ado, there's a huge list of reasons why you shouldn't be concerned about anything to anybody, and do these really look like the arms, the body type that's gonna do something terrible to somebody with a deer belly, just do I really look like the type, and then you're going to say, well, you don't need a really physique body to get gun. My house doesn't have a gun in it at all. Why don't you, like, I realize that I'm just saying that, and that's an assertion, but, maybe at some point I go on camera and I like take my iPhone and I rifle through pretty much every drawer in the house and take you on a systematic tour of this place to show that there's no firearm anywhere in the fucking building. If you really want me to go that far, so that you will leave me alone and stop leaving these kind of shitty comments on my fucking channel, like, I don't own a fucking firearm. You want me to search my house for one on tape so that you can see that there's no fucking firearm for one? You want to go that far? Fine, let's go that far. You know, if that's what you really want to see, so that you'll stop being so concerned. But no, there's no firearm in here anywhere. And the next big, point ultimately is just I know that when I showed you that I was romantically linked to somebody, that the bullying just shifted to, oh, that's an internet thing. That's an internet relationship. It's nothing special. Screw you. From the guys, I get to. So, but, when I tried that whole, my partner's better than yours kind of, approach to things, they basically went, well, my partner's somebody I have in the real world. And it's like, I look at Upchuck and Katie Knoll, and I'm just like, about her, would not fuck, to say the least. And you've got groupies, and yeah, these girls are not of interest to me. And then, it's not like, I mean, this is like such a uncomfortable conversation in the first place, because we're talking about the reality of groupies, but like, as far as musicians and their groupies, like, he doesn't have the kinds of women that I would want in the first place. They're not my type. The women that gravitate towards Upchurch and his music would repulse me. There are other bands that, like, we have them, like B&B Nation and everything else, like, much better, like, goth stuff, and you metal, you people, like you country music people have the worst of the lot. You've got the most undesirable women that are throwing themselves after you, and congratulations, I guess, for that. But so I'm not really jealous of all this female attention the guy's getting. Good for him. If there were women dumb enough to throw themselves after them, they deserve each other. So, whatever, as far as that stuff's concerned. And I'm fucking sick of it. People come up here and they're like, that's an internet thing. That's not special. That's all they've got. That's the only fucking thing. That's the only fucking point they can make in all of it. And it's like, my mother has an Edward Jones account. There's about $100,000 in that thing. When she's 72, when she, like, even if I sit still and do absolutely nothing around the house and bum off all the fucking time and just, be a blow off about life and everything, I'm still gonna just flat out inherit money for the down payment on the mortgage of that place in Chicago that lives closer, so that I can change to live closer physically to where my partner actually lives and operates for a lot of the time. She's not always in there. She does a bit of a traveler, but she spends most of her time in that city. So you know what? She wanted me. She was not so down on the idea of cohabitation, and it was like, oh well, fine. It does kind of strike, intuitively for me, the idea that you might not want to actually live with the person that you're romantically linked to, because when people live in the same space, it often causes clashes over the space. So I don't know. I mean, is it worth taking the risk of, cohabitating with somebody? Maybe it's better that we don't, like mentally, I was going there, fish and guests stink after 3 days, as they say. I mean, even if it is your romantic partner, it can be a bit of a, it just creates a lot of opportunity for conflict. And my partner also just, she wants more like privacy between the two of us because we're more of a solo thing, and she's got a lot of other partners, so it's like a polyamorous thing. So I mean, but I'm open to that, and you fuckheads, like you're up here, like you're gonna hurt somebody, you're gonna do something terrible to them, and you're so pissed off that I need to be concerned. No, you fucking don't. Like you've got no valid reason to be concerned here. You have none. And even if you think you do, the things that you're using as that the reason for that are not good reasons to be concerned in the first place. To support your fucking concerns. I mean, you're just focusing on them. You know what I mean? Like you're clinging to them and refusing to let them go and see like the forest or the trees in this situation. And I mean, I know that what you want to hear is that I feel that it would be wrong to hurt all those fucking people, but the truth of the matter is a little bit different in that I have things that aren't worth throwing away, and you know just to ice a bunch of fuckheads that I want nothing to fucking do with. I mean, they're not worth the risk of getting caught for doing it, and that's highly likely. You know, even if what's happening, about my sentiments, here is not in my heart for those people, like I don't have a place in me that would miss those people if somebody, just took them out for me, at random, and I didn't pay them anything, or like if something random, were to happen to them, I can't imagine that I would feel like, oh wow, something terrible, something awful. This is something awful, That's not what would happen for me. It would be like, good riddance, bye. No, now I don't have to put up with your shit anymore. But truthfully, at a personal level, as the idea of being the individual that goes out there in the real world and does it, it's too much of a risk to be worth taking in the first place, especially when I basically have what I want in the romantic realm. And what would it put her through? If I were to get caught, what would she go through on both an emotional, physical, what would the emotional turmoil that would put her through? Like, I would see my moral compass may have found a different reason to care about that than what you would think was the right one, but it still cares. Like, there is a moral for not wanting to put my partner through that. So you people can go fucking pound sand about these fucking concerns that you've got. I'm not gonna fucking hurt anyone, so fucking chill the fuck out. Jesus, relax.